I was scared. How am I going to pay this?
It's a county-approved program that's supposed to help you pay for energy-efficient home improvements. But a Team 10 investigation found some homeowners who blame the program for big tax increases that they can't pay, and even the possibility of losing their homes.
Our investigator, Mecija, is here, and it sounds like there's a certain group of people that are falling victim to this.
And Steve and Kim, we are talking about the elderly. The program is called PACE, which allows you to pay the loan through your property taxes. It's been up and running here in the county for more than 3 years. Close to 14,000 properties have this type of financing, but one consumer advocacy group says they have more than a dozen complaints from homeowners about people who aren't telling the truth about it.
Maria Silva's Del Cerro home is her life.
And it's my house for 28 years.
A home she's in danger of losing. It started with a man coming to her doorstep about 2 years ago. Maria said he offered a deal on home improvement projects like double-pane windows at first.
And I said, no, I'm not able.
But he was persistent. For Maria, it was more than a money problem.
So you can't see me, right?
No, I can't.
Maria is legally blind. She wanted to wait for her son.
And he told me, well, this promotion ends.
Did you tell him you were visually impaired?
Yes.
What was his response?
Don't worry, I'm going to read everything for you.
She didn't want to miss out.
And he said no more than $6,000.
That's a $6,000 per year increase to her tax bill, so she moved forward. But when she got the bill, it showed an increase of more than $11,000 this year.
It seems very predatory.
On top of that, Alan Silva says the company who upgraded their AC never removed the old one like promised.
It kind of seems like some shady things happened to my mom.
This is a problem.
This type of financing is made possible through PACE, which stands for Property Assessed Clean Energy. Carolyn Riley with Elder Law and Advocacy has heard of deception with this program.
So they're telling them it's a free product, it's a free government program.
She says loans are approved for seniors on fixed incomes who can't afford them, and she's handling many cases from the elderly who say financing wasn't explained.
They're desperate because at some point it's going to lead to foreclosure for them.
I don't know.
This woman didn't want to use her name, but she and her husband live in this Poway home.
We wound up with a $40,000 bill.
She says A1 Solar sold them on solar panels. She had no idea a lien would be placed on her home in addition to increased taxes. She also alleges something even more surprising.
I was not happy with the salesman coming in and going to the computer and signing Jim's name to the documents. I don't think Jim fully understood.
Michelle Glenn is their caretaker and also signed on with A1 Solar.
It does say that it would go on your property tax. Right. When did you not realize that in the beginning?
No, because he rushed us through it. He says, oh, everything is fine.
I called the salesman they say went to their home. He told me he had nothing to do with A1 Solar. Before I could ask any more questions, he hung up. I searched the contractor's state license board website. It shows A1 Solar's license was suspended for multiple complaints, including misrepresentation to obtain a contract. A lawyer for the company says they are now out of business.
If there are bad apples in the barrel, you need to get them out of the barrels.
Supervisor Diane Jacobs says the PACE program has generated about $400 million in projects and has created thousands of jobs.
Will the county continue with the PACE program?
We will continue with the PACE program because overall it's been very successful.
But these three women disagree, saying it only helped them get way over their heads in debt.
Supervisor Diane Jacobs says she's only received a few complaints about the PACE program and believes it works for many people. Experts at the Approved Home Pros, a contractors association, says the PACE program can be a good fit for some homeowners, but it is important to be educated before committing to it. Recently, the governor signed legislation which would provide more oversight for this type of financing. A 10 News viewer told us about this issue. If there's something you want us to look into, send us an email at team10@10news.com.